Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA has moved up significantly, fueled by news from the US that ADA will be part of a strategic digital assets reserve in the US. But so far, and you might see that here, this is only a three-wave move to the upside. So we remain caught in a very difficult sideways range. But currently, I'm still exploring the idea that the price has indeed bottomed here in a fourth wave, and we're moving up in a fifth wave to the upside. I really have difficulties to see clearly something even more bullish. The white scenario on the chart allows for even more upside extensions, absolutely. But I can tell you this is still extremely difficult, this white scenario. I don't trust it. And yep, it would allow for another correction and another higher high after the next high. But for now, my view remains that the yellow scenario is leading. This is, however, a view that can change depending on micro price action. For now, as long as we're holding support levels on the smaller time frame, which we're going to talk about in a minute, my focus remains on higher prices, okay? What I have to say and what I don't like about the yellow scenario is that the correction that happened, let's say the crash that happened on the 3rd of February is very deep. This fourth wave was extremely deep. The fifth wave to the upside could be unfolding right now, absolutely, but we have to hold certain support levels. So let's take a look at those here on the smaller time frame. We can see that here, this is the price action that has developed from the 3rd of February low. It's the 30-minute chart, and we've got this on the chart because we see some level of detail that the larger time frames wouldn't show us. So the current idea is that this fourth wave, I just explained it to you, probably bottomed on the 3rd of February. We had a rally, which I'm labeling wave 1. It's a wave 1. It's the let's say the first wave of an uptrend based on Elliott wave structures or based on the rules of Elliott wave, the rules of market structure. We're always looking for 5-wave patterns, but the move up is not an impulse, and impulses are the clearest patterns we can get. This is not impulsive. The move up looks, like a corrective rally to me. That's based on wave 1, which is an ABC structure, on the micro level. I showed that in previous updates. So the third wave up cannot really be an impulse, even though technically we could call it an impulse. It's possible you can count it like an impulse, but we have to be mindful that it probably isn't. Again, it all comes down to Elliott wave rules, because if the wave 1 is not a 5-wave move, the wave 3 cannot be a 5-wave move. And wave 3 might indeed have completed. That's at least my current thesis. Either way, further upside extensions are possible more directly, but the main support level I have to use for upside trend continuation is located at 75.6 cents. That's main support. It's quite far away, but I have to give the price that space because I know it's probably not an impulse. And in a so-called diagonal pattern, which is what I'm tracking here, diagonals are characterized by corrective subwave structures. In a diagonal, such a wave 4, we have to give it space all the way down to the 61.8 retracement, which in this case is located at 75.6 cents. So it's currently, the idea is a third wave from the top. It reached resistance, this previously mentioned resistance area around $1.16. And when we zoom in a little bit, you can see that the price has started a pullback yesterday. And my view is that this here is the A wave of wave 4. And we could start a B wave soon, which could then be followed by a C wave decline, which means we might spend some time in a sideways range. This is what we've seen time and time again in this cycle. We have very aggressive rallies, and then the price stays a long time in a range. It stays a long time in a range. We had something similar on the larger time frame here in November and into December, and then we stay in this sideways correction for a long time. Obviously, this here is on a much smaller scale, but still. So I'm just watching if the B wave starts from here, and then we could still get a move down. Maybe we go higher more directly, one more high. That's possible in circle wave 3. I would see that as an extension of wave 3. But then again, we have support levels to watch. We're now in an area where the price can find local support. And then from here, a B wave might start. B waves can even form new highs. That's one of those, difficulties that we deal with when we are dealing with a B wave and with a wave 4. They are very, very difficult structures. But we have some very clear parameters to watch. So as long as we're holding above 75.6 cents, I'm going to watch for one more high in wave 5. Very, very complex structure, but it's still holding very, very well. That's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.